All right, I got my 2009 GMC Sierra here, and when I run the engine, when I start it up, you can hear a noise that should not be there. Gonna try to loosen up the belt and see what's making that noise, what kind of pulley might be wearing out here. Okay, in order to get to this pulley down here is what we want to replace. What we're gonna do is, I just want to make some more room so we can get the tools down there without too much obstruction. First thing we're gonna do is pull the cover off the engine here. Then I'm going to take a straight screwdriver and take off this hose clamp here. So we can remove this breather tube. This top portion will just pop up through that little grommet, and then just pull up and out. I'm going to have to rock it a little bit. That's got to come up a little bit higher. There we go. And just pull ahead. And that comes out. There's another one right here. There's another little grommet guy. I want to put some pressure on that and release the radiator hose. Right here, you just want to get that separation. I'm going to use my screwdriver. Let's try to pry that out of there a little bit more. Almost got it. There it is. Now we can really move that up and out of the way. There we go. That freed up a lot of room. Okay, and then at this point, I'm taking a 5/8 socket with a big breaker bar here. I'm going to put it on the tensioner pulley, which I believe is what's making the noise. It's kind of guesswork when you do this. You're never exactly sure until you get in there and really check things out. And then I'm going to pull back on that, and that releases the tension on the whole serpentine belt here. And then you can just move this off the front, release that, and then here's that pulley. And when you spin it, you can hear them ball bearings in there, and it should be really quiet. This isn't terrible, but I believe that's what my noise is coming from. So the most simplest thing to do is replace this, so that's what we're going to do. Just going to wiggle that off there. There we go. Still has a little bit of tension there. Okay, instead of going clockwise, I'm going to go counterclockwise and remove the bolt off the front of that. That was super easy. Yeah, that wasn't bad at all. Okay, I switched to a regular ratchet here with the 5/8 socket so I can get this off quickly. Okay, so there's a washer on the end of that. You want to make sure you don't lose it. And here is the new piece I got. There's the number from Gates, 38009. there's the new one. Identical. Yeah, here's the difference between the two. So here's the old one. And then here's the new one. Nothing. So now we just go in reverse order, make sure you put that washer back on. Bolt through. Go ahead and get her started. And just tighten her back up with your ratchet. Once she starts to pull like that, then you know you got it tight. Now I'm just going to remove my ratchet here. And I'm going to put the belt back in place. I'm going to slip my ratchet back in here. Right there, and then we're going to pull it this way, and then I will slip the belt back on. Get it. I can't get this. Is he coming? Okay, so we got the new pulley in place, and we got the belt, serpentine belt back in place. Now I'm just going to fire it up the way it is, make sure everything's running good, and before I put the rest back together.
The Democratic leaders
Don't hear the sound quite like I was hearing it before. Now we just got to stick everything back in reverse order. We will tuck this under there. Find that little grommet up there again, as we're also putting this in place. Go ahead and push that on. That's down. This is in. We can tighten up our hose clamp. Again, this is a 2009 Sierra, but this is, these tensioner pulleys, it's pretty similar on just about every vehicle. There ain't really much to it. It's a pretty simple job. Put the cover back on. The hardest part sometimes is getting this cover lined up. Got that in there, and then we'll put our little gizmo back together here. Really hard to see that. There it is. Push that hose back in there. And that is it. So it's a real simple job. Just need to remove the tension from the belt, remove the belt. You don't have to take the belt all the way off, just kind of slide it off that pulley. Try to keep it intact. I suggest taking a picture of the belt diagram, you know, the way the belt runs, you know, before you tackle this project. That way, if the belt does come all the way off, or off a couple different pulleys here, you're going to know how it's supposed to go on. But remove the tension, then just the same bolt, latch onto that again, loosen it up, take the pulley off, New one on, same concept, back together again. So if this was helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and we will see you next time. Yeah, this thing was definitely the culprit. Spinning around, you can hear those bearings in there. It's totally shot.